Sefer Bamidbar, Parashat, Shelach, second Aliyah. They ascended and spied out the land from the wilderness of Sin to the expanse at the approach to Hamat. They ascended in the south, and they arrived at Hebron, where they were Ahiman, Shai, and Talmai, the offspring of the giant. Hebron had been built 7 years before Zoan of Egypt. They arrived at the valley of Eshcol and cut from there a vine with one cluster of grapes and bore it on a double pole, and of the pomegranates and of the figs. They named that place the valley of Eshcol because of the cluster that the children of Israel cut from there. They returned from spying out the land at the end of 40 days. They went and came to Moshe and to Aaron and to the entire assembly of the children of Israel to the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh, and brought back the report to them and the entire assembly, and they showed them the fruit of the land. They reported to him and said, "We arrived at the land to which you sent us, and indeed it flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. But the people that dwells in the land is powerful. The cities are fortified and very great. And we also saw there the offspring of the giant. Amalek dwells in the area of the south. The Hittite, the Jebusite, and the Amorite dwell on the mountain, and the Canaanite dwells by the sea and on the bank of the Jordan." Caleb silenced the people toward Moshe and said, "We shall surely ascend and conquer it, for we can surely do it." But the men who had ascended with him said, "We cannot ascend to that people, for it is too strong for us." They brought forth the children of Israel an evil report on the land that they had spied out, saying, "The land through which we have passed to spy it out is a land that devours its inhabitants. All the people that we saw in it were huge. There we saw the Nephilim, the sons of the giant from among the Nephilim. We were like grasshoppers in our eyes, and so we were in their eyes." The entire assembly raised up and issued a voice. The people wept that night. All the children of Israel murmured against Moshe and Aaron, and the entire assembly said to them, "If only we had died in the land of Egypt, or if only we had died in the wilderness. Why is Hashem bringing us to this land to die by the sword? Our wives and young children will be taken captive. Is it not better for us to return to Egypt?" So they said to one another, "Let us appoint a leader and let us return to Egypt." Moshe and Aaron fell on their faces before the entire congregation of the assembly of the children of Israel. Yoshua son of Nun and Caleb son of Yefuneh of the spies of the land tore their garments. They spoke to the entire assembly of the children of Israel, saying, "The land that we passed through to spy it out, the land is very, very good."